Owais has a story and something to share with us tonight, inshallah. تفضل يا عم أويس.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today, I'd like to share a story with you guys. One time, the Prophet ﷺ was sitting with the Sahabas. He decided to tell them a story. There was a man traveling in the desert. He had his camel, he had food, and he had water. Everything was going fine. And then, he was exhausted from traveling, so he decided to take a rest under a tree. However, once he woke up, he found that his camel, his food, and his water were all gone. He looked around everywhere and he was running and he was panicking. But then there was no sign of anyone and there was no sign of his camels, food, or water. So then he thought to himself, I will surely die. And he went under the same tree and hoped he died in his sleep. But he then woke up to find his camel, his food, and his water all untouched. He was so happy and grateful that he said, "Oh Allah, you are my servant and I am your Lord." He mixed up because of how happy he was. And the Prophet didn't just say the story to show how happy he was. He showed it to show that the Sahabas should be certain that Allah will be pleased with them as long as they repent, and Allah will be more pleased with them than the man was grateful to Allah. Now, before I end the khatira, I'd like to share with you guys something to keep in the back of your minds. Always remember, no matter how many sins you make and how bad they are, Allah will always forgive you and love you as long as you repent. Thank you for listening to my khatira. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa
barakatuh. That is more beautiful than I could ever find words to express these ideas. Thank you, Owais. Part of this program, this is a fourth grader addressing the congregation. Some people may be terrified to do this job, but part of this program is to prepare those leaders, to give them a good sense of confidence and sense of belonging to the masjid. So he would expect a lot of hugs and encouraging words from you. تعال تسلم على صاحبك. الله يجزيكم الخير. السلام عليكم. Very good.